What are the frontiers of art? What's the contribution of art to culture, sensitivity, and lifestyles? On this occasion, a jury composed by musicians and musical experts have chosen an architect for his contributions to arts, as in any human work involving the creator and the spectators, the expression has been the most important feature. The capacity to arouse our imagination and to say things regardless of the material used, and in this case architecture, is under the obligation to fulfill a practical mission at the same time. The chairman of the jury has been Mr. Reinhard Bremmerk from the Studiuchet Zautung in Germany.
The Arts Prize for the 2008 Frontiers of Knowledge Awards of the BBVA Foundation has been awarded to the North American architect Steven Holl. The jury recognized in Holl's career the contemporary values by which the prize is defined. The progressive position of the work of Steven Holl in more than 30 years of professional practice, in its rigorous discipline and consistency. Also, the international impact of his work, his visibility in distinct cultural forums, and his presence in prestigious academic circles. The quality of his realized work, which has evolved a personal language and a recognizable identity, he has consistently remained apart from external, formal, and stylistic compromise. The international recognition through commissions being built and in progress of realization, which range from private houses to major urban projects around the world. Also, the formal, spatial, and functional processes of his personal artistic vision occur today with an inspired creativity. The jury wishes to recognize the humanistic values that Steven Holl has preserved in his work to promote social and cultural fundamentals without sacrificing his continual presence in the architectural vanguard. Congratulations, Professor Holl.
Honorable Minister, Director BBVA and CSI, and distinguished guests, it's a tremendous honor to be appreciated by colleagues of the BBVA Foundation, and even a greater honor as it comes from the cultural forefront of Spain. With its deep and melancholic history, Spanish architecture in the last 3 decades, 1979 to 2009, has been an inspiration and an example around the world. Extraordinary buildings have been realized, some here in Madrid, but most importantly, young architects have been given opportunities via a fine competition process for public buildings. The recent continuing developments in Spanish architecture culture and its global presence allow me an even more humble position of gratitude to receive this prize. In addition, the BBVA Award is a great honor as it joins sciences and the arts. Creative activity in our time affirms a new cross-disciplinary spirit. Discoveries in science and technology lead to discoveries in human perception and experience. To embrace our new ability to access information immediately, to employ new techniques, new materials and methods, leads to new knowledge via creative leaps. Architecture today is increasingly appreciated for its artistic and experiential contributions while aiming towards new ecological balance. I'm very enthusiastic about a public interest in new and challenging architecture and how it can bring joy to our lives. Architecture is first and foremost a collaborative art, and I have to thank my partners Chris McVoy and Lee Hu, my wife, the artist Solange Fabiao, my collaborators in New York and Beijing, and I have learned many things from my students at Columbia University, and I consider myself still a student, continuing to learn. The enormous amount of time one invests in trying to realize a work of architecture makes me realize that the clients are 50% of the equation in trying to get exemplary architecture built. And finally, a message from my 87-year-old mother, which I just had on the phone, and my 88-year-old father, who said, if you'd only received this 10 years earlier, we would have been there. We're very proud.